evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Crazy Zaka, and I'm bringing you all the hits and misses here in Let's Play Super. If you remember, last time, we totally went beyond the Todd. And we gained Todd as an ally. And I believe all of our Gundam people came back, and they got a bunch of new stuff. So let's just see what all the stuff's going on. The new Nautilus has been sighted. That embryo guy is after Anj and Nadia. What does the man who controls space-time want with two young females? I also hear Captain Nemo and Embryo have some history with each other. It's high time that we mustered the full might of the Twilight Star and brought it on bear on Mitsurugi. Damn right. I want to play with some of those new units. Get Char in there. Oh, what do you want, Master? I think you know the drill by now when the away team meets back up. Ah, the catch-up session. Let's show up. We've been acting separately for over a month. Might as well say hello. That settles it then. Let's go. What, the two of us together? Wouldn't it be weirder if we were separate? Yeah. Yes, I guess it would be. We are pretty much joined at the hip. Man, way to gross me out. Every time I try to get closer, this is what I get. Some partner you are. Cygnus. Hanger. So you got some alone time with that Hina girl you kept going on about? Yeah, kinda. Alone together on an uninhabited island? What could be more romantic? Yeah, but we were both stranded there, so it wasn't exactly the best mood. Turns out, she wasn't the Hina Yumihara I knew. She was Hina Ryazan of Zogilia. So she was someone else all along? If you take her words at face value, yeah. And Aoba's Luxon got stolen by the enemy during battle. Not only that, but Zogilia cribbed from its design to perfect their own coupling Violancer. Wait a minute, you can't just do that overnight, can you? According to Elvira, Zogilia has a coupling system researcher named Dr. Han working for them. Zogilia's coupling research was held up by delay in developing a cockpit. Once they got the Luxon as a sample, they threw one together as fast as they could. But seriously, developing a brand new model of machinery while they're in Allworth? How is that even feasible? Yeah, about that. Turns out Zogilia has been making regular pit stops back home. Wait, what? No wonder they had no shortage of supplies and personnel from coupling Violancer department. But I was under the impression that the biggest obstacle to fielding coupling Violancers was training the couplers for them. We don't know much about the particulars. Hell, we haven't even encountered a Zogilian coupling Violancer in the wild yet. Zogilia is always one step ahead of us, strategically speaking. They can even predict the future even more effectively than the Zero system. They're definitely people to look out for. We went through a singularity set up by Mitsurugi to drop by home briefly and delivered our report. That's when we got the Alliance's new coupling Violancers, the Luxon next and the Braydon next. So the crew of the Cygnus made it back home, but they decided to come back to Allworth anyway? As long as Zogilia is in cahoots with Mitsurugi, we can't let them have free reign indefinitely. That, we can't really say that our war in Allworth isn't our own anymore. As a bonus, as long as I keep fighting Zogilia, I'm sure to see Hina again. Hina denied it, but I'm still pretty sure she's the Hina I know, so I want to see her again. So apparently Zogilia commands a special status, even with Mitsurugi. It's less of a top-down relationship and more like they're equal collaborators. The main force of the American army was wiped out by Major Zogilians, but fear not. For I, Clem Nick the Genius, have now joined the Twilight Star. So these two are Clem Nick the Genius and his partner Mick Jack. The rumors of his conceit were not exaggerated, I see. After an Amarian army was destroyed, Mick Jack and I headed into space and made contact with them. And there we bore direct witness to the menace of the Venus Globe. What's the Venus Globe? Those are the people who live in the Venusphere in the world we're from. They produce photon batteries and administer the Rose of Hermes, the legacy of the Universal Century. Some of them are pushing for the Reconquista. The G-IT Corps have sworn to give their cooperation to Mr. Rugi. They've assimilated Neo-Zeon, a group of otherworlders from the Universal Century, and made planetfall on Allworth. Neo-Zeon? As in the group led by Char Aznavour? No, actually, it's the guys that were picking fights before he became commander. Their literary name is Glemmy Tota. And boy, that guy's got delusions of grandeur. They've also got PRO2 under mind control. This faction won't hesitate to spread war through Allworth if it helps to achieve their goals. Interesting remark there, Shar-Aznable. Are you suggesting that you're different when you were trying to spread war just like they are now? Fighting was what strengthens the seed called man. After warping to Allworth and learning our history of despair, I agreed with the view of a man named Rusita and sought to support him. That's why you worked with Tawasanga and Mitsurugi to spread the fighting further? But I came to see the strength in humankind that arises from despair. I reached a different conclusion, that these tragedies must be stopped. I credit that to the way Camille chose to fight once more, and the way Seabook surpassed his own limitations. Wow, Seabook? Dude, you should have seen the way Seabook pushed the F-91's performance past its limits to stop Captain Shark. It was just the heat of the moment, really. There are reserves of hope growing well beyond my knowledge. People like you and Bellry. I deem that those buds of hope shouldn't be culled, that humans' lives shouldn't be stolen from them. That's your new battle, huh, Captain? I won't ask for forgiveness. I'm just gonna follow the path I believe in. I can see your determination. Whatever happened before, as long as Amuro and the other pilots accept you, you're one of us now. Thank you. I appreciate the welcome. Thanks to some material aid from LaRocca in Tawasanga, we perfected the G-Cells Perfect Pack. And the G-Arcane's got a new weapon loadout too. And Tobias Crossbone Gundam has been given an upgrade called Full Cloth. With the G8 Corps joining them and Zogilias perfecting their coupling violances, Mitsurugi's arsenal has grown even more vast. Well, we're just gonna have to keep up. If they want to wage war, we're gonna be there to stop them. They're about to learn just how stupid what they're doing is. That's it, Bellry Zenum. Your positivity might well be the embodiment of the human race that I want to see. I'm gonna hold high hopes for these fresh new types that I've encountered in the far-flung future. So are they basically saying that Recon Gustia G is Universal Sentry? Cygnus and the Captain's Captains. That wraps up everything that I and the new Nautilus crew have done. Lucius La Arwell, King of Tartessus, a kingdom in Allworth. That's your real name, huh? I kept the truth from all of you, for purely personal reasons, and for that, I apologize. Hey, no worries. Not like the other members of the Twilight Star don't have baggage of their own. Now that you've told us everything, you can consider us on your side in the fight. Sorry. And thanks. Easy there. No need to keep apologizing. We're all on the same team here. Still, this is even more reason that we can't ignore Mitsurugi when it's under Embryo's leadership. Now that they've destroyed their previous main adversary, the Marian army, they're going to clash with us either way. That, and Embryo is personally after Anj and Nadia. Seeing as we can't track what Embryo's co-conspirator Gargoyle is doing, I propose we be the ones who initiate the assault on them. I'm on board with that. I don't like the fact that the Keepers are supporting them one bit. Then we're all in agreement. The Twilight Star's top priority is the strategy against the Empire of Mitsurugi. The Megafauna's hangar. Thank you for joining me in the simulator, Lieutenant Amuro. It's fine, Dio. No trouble at all. Just don't address me by my rank, please. I'm not a soldier right now. I'm just a regular guy. Understood, sir. Talk about stiff-necked. Amuro's trying to be down-to-earth with you. Lieutenant, Amuro's skill level is lost on a rank amateur like you. Sure, I probably couldn't take him in a straight-up fight, but if I use coupling, it's not about winning or losing. It's about something bigger. Our caliber. Our caliber? Jeez, I wasn't expecting you of all people to talk about that stuff. I'm flattered, but I think you're giving me too much credit. I beg to differ. I'm just a regular old pilot. You're nothing of the sort. Yeah, that's right. You're amazingly good. The best pilot around, even. Okay, but all of that is still framed around me being a pilot. What do you mean, framed around? Bellry, was it your choice to enroll in the Capital Guard Academy? Yeah. Well, I didn't have a say in the matter when I became a pilot. Sometimes I wonder where I'd be now if I hadn't gotten into the Gundam when I did. Do you regret enlisting? I wouldn't say I regret it. But I'm here living a life apart from the military. I'm treating it as a chance to take another look at myself. Hey Amuro, I tried doing the maintenance on the new Gundam that you asked for, but it didn't exactly turn out great. Thanks, Happa. I'll work the rest out on my own. Sorry about that. I did what I could with it. It's fine. It was a rush job, so I know we can't expect too much from it. The new Gundam was a rush job? Yeah, it was. It got rushed out onto the field as an answer to Neo Zeon's activity at the time. Honestly, I should have stopped that from happening. Made them take more time getting it put together properly. It sounds like it was a mess, but you seem to enjoy talking about it, Amuro. Maybe it's because I'm talking shop. It might be that I was cut out to develop mobile suits rather than pilot them. I'll probably only get this luxury while I'm here in Allworth. Oh, Jesus, I don't know. Kia. Now here's an all-star lineup for the ages. Even without the Red Comet, we've got more than enough assets to easily take the Twilight Star. What are they up to? They're bound for the capital of Mitsurugi. Our job is to destroy them at the first defensive line. What about Zogilia? They're acting separately. Who cares what they do as long as we break the Twilight Star? Then allow me to handle the Red Comet. He must be purged for the crime of betraying the Dorat fleet. In that case, don't touch the G-Self. I call dibs on that. Don't you have a higher priority target than any of those? Captain Rusida. Campo Rusida, the man who established the capital army. He's got ties to Tao Senga as well. That's for his real identity. How do you do, Captain Campo Rusida? Or should I call you by the name you used as our former comrade, Piani Kaluda? You must be Mbiki of the Jiit Corps. You've come a long way from the Venus Glove. The war is spread due in large part to the Rose of Hermes blueprints that you took from the Hermes Foundation. I certainly never expected it to spread through a different world entirely. But the war here is certain to make the people of the Re-Guild Century stronger than ever. I don't care about one whit of your ideas. What I care about is the confusion you've sown will make our reconquista that much easier. So thank you for that. That will suffice for me. Taking what one wants by force is the human's most natural state of being. Captain Kampa, who is this person? That deserves our highest priority. My anecdotes about the Red Comet have survived from the Universal Century all the way into the Re-Guild Century, but surprisingly little is known about his nemesis, the White Meteor. The White Meteor? Ah, you're talking about Amuro Ray. Ah, Amuro Ray, the other man who was taken into custody at Tawasanga, together with Char Aznavour. Char was that, but some say that Amuro Ray was the better pilot. In fact, some would claim that he is the greatest pilot in the Universal Century. Ha, now there's a crock if I ever heard one. Oh, I'm not surprised people like you who lived through the Universal Century would object to that claim. In that case, would you be willing to offer some proof of your counterclaim? Are you suggesting we bring you Amuro Ray's head? Precisely. I trust no one will have any issue with that. The hell are you trying to rile us up for? To say it's for my ideal wouldn't be more of a pure curiosity. Very well, Captain Kampa. I'll play along with your ideology. After all, I have no issue with removing impediments anyway. It should be a good opportunity to see who among Mitsurugi's camp could be called a true ace. So whoever off Amuro Ray, is it? You have my interest. I'm always up for crushing a symbol of the Federation. More is the pity for both of you. I, Mask, am the only true ace here. Then it's settled. We'll crush the Twilight Star, and our top target will be Amuro Ray. Struggle and fight among one another. That is what makes seeds stronger. Amuro Ray, I'll need you to feed these seeds to stand at a pinnacle higher than any other. Great. I have a feeling we're going to see Amuro for sure. Episode 35. To Greater Heights. Alright. Oh yeah. I haven't seen Camille very much. We need to like bring out our A-game guys. It's that moment where you're like, oh, I really want to pull people out, but who? We have so many now. Attention all units! We will soon be making contact with the troops stationed at the Mitsurugi's first defensive line. We got so much easier last time, even if it was due to using decoys. They've got to have tightened security on the route by now, though. Last time it was a surprise attack, but this time we're rolling right up to their doorstep to clean house for good. Once we clear this defensive line, it'll be a straight shot to the Imperial Palace. I'm counting on you guys. It's not every day they make your fighting spirits so plain to see. You can tell? I've known you a long time. Thinking about what kind of life I'd want to live. Oh? I wasn't some savior like Wataru. I was just another soldier. But I figured that if by fighting something else could stay safe, then what I did would have meaning. That's the same reason you've been fighting here in Allworth, right? Even so, I've always had a sense of obligation about fighting, like it's a chore that's been dumped in my lap. It might be that, unlike you, I haven't matured mentally from my younger days. I'd like to put a pin in this talk and continue it after this fight. Jesus. They've got mobile suit squads! Looks like the... That mobile suit with the Fen Vitals on that back. That must be Amuro Ray's machine. We brought even more guys besides us that want a shot at glory at taking Amuro Ray down. Even that man will eventually have a moment of weakness in all this confusion. How thrilling to imagine a Kantala like me, born from history, can defeat history's greatest pilot. I'm so happy you brought me along for this and left Manny to warm the bench mask. Okay, the hunt's on! What the? The enemy's showing some strange activity. What's going on? Looks like they've set their sights on the new Gundam. They're gunning for Amuro? I don't know what their angle is, but I'm not going to lie down and take it. If everybody wants to come after me, then I'll service the decoy. Are you sure about that, sir? What kind of question is that? Do you think he'd offer if he wasn't? Roger that, Amuro. We'll pick off all the enemies that bunch up around you. Everybody drawn to your light is just another moth flying into the fire. If they chose to ignore claiming Nick, then this insult will not go unanswered. Let's teach them a lesson that the Twilight Star is more than just Amuro. Counting on you guys. That's the Amuro I know. But I won't let the rank and file take the life of my lifelong rival. Alright. Always in that first phase. Ooh, those look like Doms. I don't think they're regular Doms, though. Some Droven Wolves, some Zakus, and then we got some ones that I don't know the names of. Question, are the ones in the back gonna move up? Ooh, they are. That's not good. Oh, let's get the Sidebuster in there. We'll sort all that crap out. Oh, they're Dwadges. I just saw reviews on those kits. They are basically Doms. It's another one for me. I'll get up there and be a decoy.
パイロット並の腕ではない。
そちらの思い通りにはさせんよ。私は人類の革新を信じている。
バカだ、ここまでなのか。事件を持つのは危険だ。
やだ、失敗しちゃった。こちらが無事なら当然こうなる。フルドレスって眩しいんだから、これで落ちなさいよ。
Oh my.
センサーが。
This is where the side buster is just gonna wreck everything. Is he still in a knife?
重視の機体ならばこの距離クローンを使う。
Ah, that good old Yazin.
魔力解放エンチャント先行になれセルガード。
I want to see the Suzabi's funnels.
感覚が研ぎ澄まされていく。行け観念。もらった。精一杯やった結果がこれか。直撃させる。
は成功法だけじゃない。こいつの威力なら。
Jeez. Holy crap. That's a Doven wolf, I believe. Goodbye, Zaku 3. Income funnels, huh? I'm curious. Thing looks so weird. I like that space guy has nothing but talk. Interesting. What just happened there? That's Dead Machine.
敵はドグマの射程内。俺の意志を嵐に変える。聖雷よ、敵を撃ち抜け。
子供にここまでやられるとは。ガラーキラの手に駆られるために出てきた。
これも任務なんでな。
Oh, it's beam rifle against beam rifle, huh? Disposing of you! Wow, not even a single word for the pilot, huh? Ones who should ever fight. Don't talk about me. I won't allow you to stand in the way. Machineer's way! Can someone please start making sense? Let's get this over with. All units aim for Amuro Ray. And you can fake it for all I care. Valerie, do something. The new Gundam isn't in top shape. It isn't? I'm so sorry. It didn't properly tune because I was doing spiritual work with it. You were? There's no room for excuses on the battlefield. I'll make do. Why in God's name would I be getting a transmission now of all times? What the? Amuro! Sorry guys, I'll need you to mind out of the front for a bit. Captain, I'm picking up signs of a transport in the direction that the new Gundam went to. So it called out to Amuro. Transport hangar. It's been a long time, Amuro. We haven't had spoken since our chat in Tawasango. First, allow me to thank you for responding to my invitation. I have no personal business with you. Once I get what I'm here for, I'm going back to the field. I'm surprised. After all your criticism of Char Aznable, I figured you'd have some choice caustic words for me. Or are you electing to be tactful with the man providing you with new strength? Your idea is that seeds call man grow stronger through fighting. Seeing as I have no interest in your ideas, there's nothing for us to discuss. And yet you're heading back onto the field with the power I'm giving you. You'll probably expect that I spread the fighting further using your little gift. But that's not how this will play out. Why? Because we're fighting to put a Swift into this war. Are you going to ignore the facts that the seeds called men have been engulfed in war and they're falling into decline? Having rejected Char's revolution, you have a responsibility to save mankind. I will never fight out of some twisted sense of obligation pushed on me by someone else. Now then, I'll be taking my leave, and I'll gladly take your Gundam with me, of course. Please, by all means. Oh, and one more thing. The idea of fighting to end this war is the consensus of the entire Twilight Star. As long as the people from your same rig guild century see things that way, you won't have your way, even when you make it back home. He couldn't appreciate my... He's just a run-of-the-mill pilot. In that case, this calls for a more intense form of stimulation. If half of humanity gets wiped out as a result, well... Are you gonna drop a colony? Damn it! How dare you do that to Amuro! Shida, wait! Amuro's not dead! Something's coming! Is that the new Gundam? No, it's something else! Sorry for the delay, guys. What is that machine? The High New Gundam. It was apparently developed as an extension of the new Gundam. I'll explain later. For now, we need to break through here. Amuro Ray! So he's got an even more powerful machine now? I couldn't care less about Kumpa Rizuda's ideology. I'm fighting for my own goals, just like everyone on Mitsurugi's side. Doesn't matter how much he plots, he'll never have his way. I won't let him. Let's see. Yazen, stop this! Fighting out here isn't going to get you any closer to making it back home. I'll worry about going home later. All I care about is the exact moment on the battlefield. Damn it, is your brain oxygen deprived or something? I know the cure for insanity, a good punch to the noggin. Yazen, this is completely pointless. You need to stop this right now. Buzz off, Camille. My quarry is Amuro Ray today. Stop using words like prey and quarry. Battles aren't hunts. People like you are the reason that fighting in all wars keeps spreading. You need to understand that. Oh my god. Let's get the tall geese in here.
今の私は火消しの風ウィンドだ。照準内に入った。メガキャノンを発射する。
Mega cannon, they say. Hell no, that's a railgun. Your ass is grass, Yazen. Amuro Ray and Camille Bidan. Not bad at all. I'll finish my fight with you guys while we're still here in All War. Yazen, you're still fixated on that. In one sense, he's like me. Even removed from a military framework, he's still bound by fighting. Let's see what the High New Gundam is like. I've never actually seen it in battle. The High New Gundam. Would I have ridden in this machine if history had followed its proper course? Well, I can't mull it over. I can mull it over later. My job right now is to put an end to all of this pointless fighting.
かけるぞ。そこまでだ。畳みかける。
It's a cool attack. Kia McKebby, you shall be my opponent. That's the genius. No offense, but you're gonna have to get in line. I think not. If you want to fight Amuro Ray, you'll have to go through me.
GK が相手ならば少しは楽しめよう。お手並み拝見と行かせてもらう。
Step aside, Bellry Zenom. I have better things to do than waste my time with you today. Man, first you chase after me non-stop, then you treat me like a nuisance. How self-centered can you get? And how much of a nuisance can you be? It's always been like this with you. Today, that other time, that one time, now you're accusing me? What's your problem?
僕も少しは腕に自信はある。
If only my newer machine's maintenance had been done in time, this never would have happened. Bellry, if you think this is the extent of my strength, then think again. Sounds like Mask is ready to go back to gunning for you the next time we meet on the field. I'll wear that albatross. I wouldn't want Amuro to be saddled with that. I'm not gonna let you lot be Amuro's last opponent. The one to take him down will be me, Char Aznable.
敵意の源はあそこか。今の私は人類の革新を信じている。させてもらう。
I still haven't gotten a handle on fighting on this planet's gravity. No matter though. My ultimate goal is to recon Gustiesta. I won't let this be my end. Kai McKebby, commander of the Giat Corps. Recon Guista is no excuse to side with a bunch of baddies. Let's see what photon torpedo is like. Oh my. Commander Mashier would have been so pleased with me if I'd become a true ace. Damn it! Next time it'll happen! That rock pie guy is pretty honest in his own way. Doesn't make it okay to hurt people just to get what you want. If they can't find a non-violent way to carry out their reconquista, then this war never ends. Rakan Dakaran, you're not getting by me! Jura Ashta, if you won't let me by, then I'll remove you from my path. Man, you fell for the oldest taunt in the book. What? I'm not gonna let people waging war for their personal reasons get anywhere near Amuro. Oh no, he's done. He is done. Duh, yet another defeat I have to endure. Next time I'll avenge the disgrace for certain. Can't just let it go, huh? Fights never end as long as people can't let go of their personal vendettas. Rock Hunter, you need to learn that there is something more important than honor to a warrior. Yes, it's what many call love. Let's see what the limiter override is all about. Mask gave me this perfect chance and I blew it. Now, never outdo Manny. Fighting over Mask. Seriously, what's this Mask guy got that two girls are fighting over him? Enemy forces have been destroyed. Then from here, it's a straight shot to the Imperial Palace. Well, we can't allow the fighting to spread any further in Allworth. Let's hurry to the Mitsurugi Imperial Palace. You sound resolute. Not really. I just can't stand the thought of being made the ideology. Me or the rest of the world. So we got the High New Gundam. Awesome. The Megafaunus hangar. It was Kumpo Rusada who provided the machine, wasn't it? Good guess. It's easy to guess when you know what it is that he wants. I accepted the machine, but I'm not giving him what he wants by any means. Mobile suits are tools. Tools operated by human beings. It's up to the user to decide if they can fan the flames of war or abate them, you're saying. And I'll do it using the machine he thought so thoughtfully provided. Yeah, about the High New Gundam, I've given it a full examination and I couldn't find any funny business with it. Sorry to put you through all that effort, Lieutenant Happa. No problem. Spent the past few days focusing my maintenance on work on the new Gundam, so it was an interesting thing to study. The new Gundam was located in a derelict container not too far from the battlefield. It also had some add-on parts for the Double Zeta. Compo Rosa, do you think you're putting our forces in equal balance? Judao's group was familiar with the Double Zeta's extra gears, so I'm letting them handle it. Okay then, Lieutenant Happa. Could you transfer the new Gundam's data to the high new Gundam? Will do. It's probably assembled from the rows of Hermes blueprints, so it'll definitely need some more realistic data loaded into it. It's definitely got all the solid balance that an extension of the new Gundam should. I'd say it's worth tinkering with. Yeah, definitely. I'll be glad to chip in there. Thanks, Lieutenant. I want to get this finished up before we reach Mitsurugi. You seem downright animated, Amuro. I guess that fits me better than being a pilot, a leader, or anything else. Who knew that the best pilot around was such a shy guy in reality? There's something endearing about an older guy with a boyish side to him. Seems like a princess likes older men. You interested in Amuro too, Anya? Not exactly. I don't get it, but for some reason I feel so much lighter deep down. The Mitsurugi Empire, huh? Scumbag embryo? The Holy Empire of Mitsurugi, the Imperial Palace's interior. I hear the first defense line has been breached. It's not an issue. We'll still have the Diamond Rose Knights on our side, I suppose. And soon enough the land of Mitsurugi itself won't amount to much at all. You're certainly right about that shot. How are preparations coming along? I've worked out the theory at least. This is no ordinary parallel world. If anything, this world deserves to be called the rift between life and death. I thought about how this world came into being and arrived at a highly interesting conclusion. The fact that your soul came here rather than Bisonwell must hold some relevance. And what we need to proceed with our plan is sensitivity. Meaning, if it's possible at all to detect the sensation of being in a rift between life and death, when that thing can be achieved, that will make it possible to take the first step toward making our plan a reality. Might I be permitted to be a party into your plot? Who might you be? I'm the very person you seek. Someone who knows the sensation transcending life and death. Someone familiar with the structure of this world. Who the fuck is Marianne? Cool. Well, that is going to do it for this episode right here. We got the high new Gundam. Looks like we got some new parts, so let me see what these option... let me take a look at the mech list here. Is it maybe the full armor? It is the full armor. Nice! We got the full armor Double Zeta. That's going to come in handy. We got no one riding in the new Gundam. That's a shame. Well, folks, my name is Crazy Zaku. I brought you all the hits and misses here in Let's Play Super Robot Wars X. Next time, we are definitely going to take the high new Gundam, the Suzabi, and the full armor Double Zeta into battle, as well as the two pilots that we didn't get to take before, the Luxon and the other one, the Brayden. I hope you join me for that. In the meantime, drop a DDT on that like button. Cover it for the 3. Smack that subscribe button like it owes you some money. And if it's paid its dividends, I want you to tickle that bell in the upper right corner to stay up to date with all of our heroic adventures in all wars. And I will see you guys later. Later.